Good evening, everyone. So let us start today's session on hydraulic machines and hydraulic machines. So अभी तक हम लोगों ने पूरा हाइड्रोलिक मशीन कंप्लीट कर चुके हैं. नाउ हम लोग क्या करेंगे? नाउ we will solve some problems. Okay, so let us start with solution of some problems. Okay, so first problem is given like that. We can see the first problem. It is the Francis turbine with an overall efficiency of 75% is required to produce 148.25 kilowatt power. It is working under a head of 7.62 meter. The peripheral velocity is equal to 0.26 under root of gh, and the radial velocity of flow at inlet is 0.96 under root gh. The wheel runs at 150 rpm, and the hydraulic losses in the turbines are 22% of the available energy. Assuming radial discharge, determine the guide blade angle, the wheel vane angle at inlet, diameter of the wheel at inlet, and width of the wheel at inlet. So let us solve the problem. तो देखते हैं क्या क्या डेटा दिया गया है. So first it is given, look at over there, the overall efficiency, it is 75%. Next, it is given the power, that is known as the shaft power is given, that is 148.25 kilowatt. Okay, the net head is given how much? 7.62 meter. Peripheral velocity मतलब blade velocity, तो blade का जो velocity है वो given है this. So this is nothing but u1. u1 is equal to 0.26 under root gh. Okay, so h कितना है? 7.62. g का वैल्यू पता है, so हम लोग को मिल जाएगा व्हाट इज u1, that is 3.179 मीटर पर सेकेंड. वेलोसिटी ऑफ द इनलेट कितना दिया गया है? look at over there, 0.96 into root 2 gh. So if we write down the velocity at the inlet, it is 0.96 into root 2 gh. It will come 11.738 meter per second. Okay, fine. Okay, next what is given? Next is given the speed. Speed is given as 150 rpm. Speed is given as 150 rpm, so it will be u1. It will be u1. Okay, it is given, oh sorry, the radial velocity, sorry, the radial velocity, it is vf1. The radial velocity is given, the radial velocity is vf1. So we have got the value. Hydraulic losses is 22% of the available energy. Now it is given the assuming the radial discharge. अगर डिस्चार्ज रेडियल है तो VW2 क्या होगा? 0 हो जाएगा. So let me draw the diagram at the inlet. So if I draw the diagram at the inlet, it is like this. So you know all these terms. So if it is radial discharge, then this is your VR2, VR2, this is U2, this is U2, this is U2, okay, and this is V2, or it is known as VF2. When VF2 is the same, when VF2 is the same, okay. So this is 5. So beta is equal to 0 for the radial discharge. Beta is equal to 0. So VW2 is equal to 0. So VF2 is equal to V2. Now what is the hydraulic efficiency? It is the total head at the inlet minus hydraulic loss by head at the inlet. So you have to do these assumptions. Okay, so what is the loss of head? It is given that the loss of head is 22% of the available energy. As is the turbine, so we will consider the power or the available energy in terms of heat. So we can say the hydraulic losses, if we write down hydraulic losses in terms of available in terms of head, so it will be 0.22% of available energy. The losses are, so it is stated over here. Okay. So what is the eta H? Eta H is nothing but H, that is net head available at the inlet, minus the loss by the net head. So it will come 0.78. Okay. Now what is eta H? So you can see over here. You can see over here. The diagram is given. Okay. So already I have drawn the diagram previously. Still here the diagram is given. Okay. So what is eta H? Eta H, we know for any radial turbines or reaction turbine, it is VW1 U1 minus VW2 U2 by GH. Okay, actually it is MGH, because this is also multiplied by M, this is also multiplied by M, so M will be cancelled out from the numerator as well as denominator. Okay. So we can say that is this VW2 is equal to 0. So eta is nothing but VW1 U1 by GH, and is nothing but 7.78. So what will be VW1? So put all the values, because we know all the values. U1 we have already found, G we know, H we know. So what will be VW1 come? It is come 8.34 meter. That means here VW1 will come, VW1 come 8.31 meter. VF1 is given, so we can find out alpha. How? Just make it 10 alpha. Just make it 10 alpha. So you will get alpha as 32.619 degree. So 10 alpha is equal to, that is height by base, VF1 by VW1. VW1 we have got, and VF1 it is we have got over here VF1. Okay, so alpha will get 32.69619 degree. Similarly, we will get theta. How? Theta, tan theta is equal to VF1 by this portion, and this portion is nothing but VW1 minus U1. Look at over there, VW1 minus 1. So VF1 we have already got, VW1 का value पता है, U1 का value पता है, so it will come 0.774. So theta will come tan inverse 0.774, okay, or 37.74 degree. हो गया, खत्म. Okay. Now diameter of the wheel at the inlet. How to get it? Simple, using the simple relation U1 is equal to pi dn by 60. So n is given as 50 rpm. D1 is given. Oh, sorry, D1 you have to find. U1 is given. So we'll find out D1 as 0.4047 meter. Okay, clear? So we have got the diameter. Now we'll find out the width of the wheel. So how to find out the width of the wheel? Yeah. So we have got the guide field angle, the wheel vane angle at the inlet, diameter of the wheel at the inlet. We have got, now the last one is the width of the wheel at the inlet. So how to get the width and at the inlet? So it is pretty simple. Let us solve. Okay. So we know that eta 0, the efficiency is nothing but shaft power by water power. Clear? Shaft power is given. Okay, eta 0 is given, so we will get the water power. Okay, so water power is nothing but rho g. So we'll not use this equation, we'll use this equation, rho g q into h. Okay, so यहाँ पे देखो h known है, g known है, rho is known है, लेकिन q unknown है. तो हम लोग को क्या पकड़ना पड़ेगा? q को पकड़ना पड़ेगा. ओके, q का वैल्यू निकालना पड़ेगा, क्योंकि बाकी सब का वैल्यू तो हम लोगों को दिया गया है. ओके, सो इफ वी यूज दिस इक्वेशन, eta 0 का इक्वेशन w पावर के मतलब, सो w वाटर पावर कितना आ जाएगा? इट इज नथिंग बट 148.2 5 बाई तुम्हारा आ जाएगा ईटा जीरो. So eta 0 is given. Okay, eta 0 is given. Where eta 0 is given? Okay, so if we put the value, so we'll get the WP. लेकिन WP मतलब ये, तो अगर हम सारे वैल्यू एक साथ में डाल देंगे तो क्या आ जाएगा? तो Q आ जाएगा 2.644 मीटर क्यूब पर सेकेंड. Now you can ask me one question, sir, why you are finding Q? In the question, it is not given to find out the values of Q, but why still I am finding the Q? क्यों मैंने निकालना हो, क्यों निकालना है? इसलिए क्योंकि हमको उइड निकालना है और उइड का एक ही फॉर्मूला है जो हमको पता है फॉर फ्रांसिस टर्बाइन का. इट इज पाई डी वन बी वन इंटू वी एफ वन. पाई डी वन बी वन इंटू वी एफ वन, ये है तुम्हारा डिस्चार्ज का फॉर्मूला. तो देखो अगर डिस्चार्ज का फॉर्मूला हम लोगों को पता है, सो वी हैव गॉट, we know what is the value of pi, we know the value of d1, we know the value of vf1. so कौन सा अननोन है? अननोन है q एंड दूसरा अननोन है b1. सो ये दोनों तुम्हारा है अननोन. q हम लोगों ने अभी निकल चुका, इसलिए हम लोगों ने q निकाला. तो q कितना होगा? तो q हम लोगों ने फाइंड कर लिया. व्हाट इज द वैल्यू ऑफ q? Okay, now we will put the value over here. So it will come q is equal to like this. So b1 we have already got 0.477, b1 we have to find it out, and bf1 it is 11.738. so b1 will come 0.177 meter. Clear? So this is the way to solve the problem in Francis turbine. So next day I will come up with another solution, another problem with the solution. So thank you for today. And let me tell you one thing, if we are solving the problems in any Francis turbine or Kaplan turbine or any of turbine reaction turbine, so the velocity diagram is very much mandatory to solve this kind of problems. So each time if I if I want to solve, or if you want to solve any problem on Kaplan turbine, Francis turbine, or reaction turbine, velocity diagram is must. So my suggestion is that you must practice velocity diagram as much as possible. So because velocity diagram is different for different turbines. Already I have shown. Okay. So I have explained all the theories portion of turbine. Now I will solve the numericals. Okay. So thank you for today's session. And